Get started. What a great group of people here for a wonderful press conference for our school board member, Arturo Jimenez. He's the man. And the reason we're having this press conference is because we want this city to know who we're supporting. And we're supporting Arturo Jimenez. And we're not going to lose our Latino school board member, period. And one of the things I want to talk about today before we introduce some of our esteemed guests here to speak, such as former Mayor Wellington Webb, I want to talk about saving West High School. Arturo came to me about a year and a half ago and said, we have to save West High School because it's going to close. And he said, can you put a group of people together? So I worked on that, and we got a great group of people together. We had support not only from Arturo and other school board members, but also from the district. But not at first. It was a hard path to follow. But because of Arturo's persistence and because of his knowledge and being on the school board, we were able to turn West High School around. And we not only were able to keep it open and turn it around, we were able to save the name. It's going to be called West High Academies. They're still the Cowboys, yay. I'm an alumni of West High School. And I want to give Arturo Jimenez the credit and a round of applause for being able to accomplish such a task. With that, I'd like to introduce former Mayor Wellington Webb, who is one of the best mayors we ever had.
First of all, let me say it's an honor for me to be here. Let me first say it's an honor to be here. Are we doing better now? Let me first say it's an honor to be here, and that the reason I'm here is because Arturo Jimenez has been not only a good friend for all children, he's a good friend for the Denver Public Schools, he's a good friend for the city, and he's a good friend for the state. And you often can judge people by who their friends are, and you can judge people by the people that don't stand with them. And if you look around this audience today and you see outstanding leaders in this community, whether it's Veronica Barela or City Councilman Paul Lopez, the State Senator Lucila Guzman, and I haven't looked all the way behind me, so I know that there are others that are there. Crisanta Duran and Z Ferrafino, and the list goes up. Dan Pabon, and so this is the elected leadership from this community. And so it's my view that one, there needs to always be diversity on school boards and governing bodies. And the Denver Public School, Arturo brings that to the board of not only representing this community, but he represents this entire district of all people, of all persuasions, of all ethnicities, of both genders and sexual orientation. And that's what's needed. What's not needed is one group that wants to rubber stamp every decision. And that's the reason why, on one hand, in Northeast Denver, I support Happy Haynes, and Northwest Denver, I support Arturo Jimenez. And I know they're not going to always agree. But what's important is that people have a choice. And what's important is that the people that put you in elected office are those that reside in the district and live around you. And the reason I've done robocalls is because Arturo also is positive in his message.
Yes.
And what we don't need, we didn't see it in the mayor's race, we didn't see it in the governor's race, we didn't see it in the last school board races. We didn't have people going negative, and when those people did, they normally did not get elected. And so the reason I came out today to join City Councilwoman Debbie Ortega and Judy Montero is to say negative campaigning does not work in Denver, and it needs to be rejected, and we need to reject the people that do it. we want to set positive values for the kids. It starts with the people that are running. And so we need to send a message that Arturo Jimenez is the person we want on the Denver School Board, and it needs to be done collectively. And I know that if I had a vote to cast in this district, I would be voting for Arturo Jimenez. And for all those people that believe that I've made good choices in the past, I'm asking them to support me now by supporting Arturo Jimenez. Okay, Arturo.